So for the example, we're going to be looking at patients who got a treatment and we were monitoring them for a stroke event and seeing how much time passed between the treatment till when they got the stroke, if they had a stroke. And so we have our first patient who got their treatment in September of 2018, and they had a stroke exactly after a year in September 2019. So for this patient, let's say we were tracking the number of months, this would be equivalent to 12 months since the time of treatment to having a stroke event. And so we would enter in this table with the number of months that have passed, that is 12. Let's look at another patient. So for this patient, they had their treatment in August 2018, and we tracked them for over a year until in October 2019, we decided that our study was going to end, and we did not observe any stroke event during this time period. So this is August 2018 to August 2019, that's 12 months, then September and October, so that's 14 months where we didn't observe the patient have an event. So we can say 14 months, but since we know that the patient didn't have an event in 14 months, we know that if they had an event, it would have been after 14 months, and so we write a 14 plus there. For a third example, this patient had a treatment in August 2018, and just 3 months later, in November 2018, decided that they had to withdraw from the study. And this happens very commonly for a multitude of reasons. Let's say this patient had to switch countries and therefore had to drop out of the study. So we know that between August 2018 and November 2018, they did not have a stroke, but we don't know what happened after that. So we're going to say this patient's time is 3+ months. And so we enter that into a table. Now the second and this third case is what we call censoring. And censoring is an important part of survival data which needs to be accounted for, and something we see all the time where we're trying to see the time to a particular event happening, but we might not see that event happening for one of a few reasons. And we'll talk about those reasons just in a bit. For now, all that's important to understand is that there is this censoring observation that we'll have in survival data.